Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. You are watching the Chris Pirillo Home Office Tour for the year 2013 on the cusp of the year 2014. I've been doing an annual home office tour every New Year's Day for the past few years, and even if you've seen one of my home office tours before, this year has probably been the most dramatic change for my home office than in any other years past, because I've changed a lot of the decor in the home office, and much of it you've probably seen in the Pirillo vlogs. Don't worry, I'm actually going to go and approach a variety of the objects that you see here in the office. I'm just kind of spinning around initially. I wanted to show you I've got an LED bank in my other hand so that if I hit a dark spot, I can illuminate it for you. No big deal. So we're going to start out with the screens. I've had these two 30-inch screens for quite a while connected to a Mac Pro on the other side of the hutch, or the desk, and that may not be here next year. These two monitors or that Mac Pro, it's kind of dying, much like this chair, which, as I revealed in today's vlog, is kind of falling apart on me. It's over 10 years old, and I use it pretty much every day. This particular piece was popping off and didn't want to stay attached, so I just used plumber's goop on it and fixed it, if only temporarily. The chair is on wheels, and underneath the desk, not really much going on, except for cords, cables, concealed as best I can. A little stool, so I can prop my feet up there or set anything on it if I need something temporarily. Here we have a Magic Trackpad, connected keyboard, a USB keyboard, pretty much the last USB device that works in the Mac Pro. Behind the screens we have a Blu-ray player and writer, a variety of other things as well, including one of the speakers for my surround sound system. On this side I've got a smaller LED bank, capacitive stylus, and a phone prop. I've got the Tix clocks right up there. They tell the time when they're reset. There's my current webcam. Darth Vader with a voice changer. This one's really, really nice. I put it on every so often, and a Darth Vader ring in front of it. And yeah, if you didn't realize that I have a slight fascination with Darth Vader, you must not be watching for long, or you must not have been subscribed for very long. This is a Darth Vader nightlight, the small version. I don't have the larger version. This dock is permanently connected to this particular Mac, which does most of the daily video processing for me. It's a newer, or I'm sorry, the first Retina Display MacBook Pro, 15-inch. Newer for me in the sense that it's the newest Mac that I happen to have. Okay, so we have various drawers and a little platform. This particular keyboard on top, it's an older keyboard, goes to the Mac Pro, which you will see on the other side of the home office there. These drawers, you have to pardon. I'm going to do my best to shoot this live to tape so I don't have to go back and edit anything. Various remote controls and gadgets and gizmos. Usually I go through these things once a year or once every couple of years. Cords and cables, which have been bundled, mostly USB cables, and then the bottom drawer, just a bunch of cleaning supplies. Not much has really changed inside the drawers, and they're really, to me, not all that interesting. Quick access to batteries, business cards, tapes, supplies that I might need at any given moment. The bottom drawer has a bunch of cords and cables that have been labeled appropriately. I have some Darth Vader coasters because Diana said that I needed them. I don't know why, but she said, you need it so that I put the drink on something that isn't your desk or a computer. This camera, getting tripped up with the C words here, is the one that I use to record videos from this angle when you see me shooting from this angle, although a bit more zoomed in as I knock it. I'll be streaming from that camera live when I do the New Year's Eve live stream, Ask Me Anything Subservient Chris. I also took the Rode shotgun mic off of the hot shoe on the top and put it to the side because I was getting a bit of shadow from the lights above, which, if I happen to forget, I should do this now. These cans descend from the ceiling, and I've got gels taped on in the front, if only to diffuse the light so it's not so harsh or directional with the LEDs, which, you know, they're LEDs, so they stay cool, but the side effect to having those gels specifically placed like this is that I get light bounce back, which is illuminated shelves in areas of the home office which were previously rather dark. So they don't look pretty with the gels hanging off like that, but they are definitely serving a purpose. There's the other speaker there. And let's see here. Where should I go from here? Inevitably, I'm going to forget something in the tour, and I don't mean to. It's just, it's going to happen. There's a little trash can with a magnet that I got on Etsy. It's Darth Vader. There's a Darth Vader magnet that I believe someone sent me. I'm not going to show you my trash. Behind here, it's a quick access or easy access if I need to reset a modem or a network switch or router. Back here, this is another thing that's most likely going to change, or at least I aim to change it over the next year. This has been a printer stand for quite some time, though the printers have changed. What I'm thinking about doing is replacing this with a shelf not unlike this one. So I may actually go out and if I can figure out where I got this or remember where I got this shelf, which is also that shelf, I will be replacing this stand with that shelf, or potentially putting that shelf on this stand. We will see how that goes. So a couple of unopened comic packs, each one of them Darth Vader. Now, I happen to be a fan of Star Wars, yes, but in order to keep down the amount of stuff that I collect, I've kind of narrowed things down to Darth Vader, generally speaking. These curtains have been with me from the beginning, though they've been re-adhered to the top because they were sagging in the middle. 3 Darth Vader stockings, different varieties. You had no idea how much Darth Vader things were out there. I didn't, at least, until I really started collecting. And this is, I would say, the most dramatic difference you're going to see. If you watch last year's home office tour, the furniture is pretty much the same and in the same position, but everything is pretty much changed on the shelves. I've added a lot more Darth Vader memorabilia and filled this room with things that I love and appreciate, and kind of hid the things that I didn't care about so much. So parts of the crown jewels of my collection here, let me set down that LED. This is a personalized autographed photo by Dave Prowse. You see, he wrote Chris Pirillo, The Force is with us, and you can get your own from Dave Prowse's website. You head over to darthvader.com, darthvader-starwars.com. Next to it, I have a jumbo figure, and this is a new acquisition. New acquisitions. AFA graded 75, 12-back Darth Vader. So that's definitely collector's worthy. 75 was about as good as I could get it, though I got it at a pretty good price. Not perfect, but still in rather good condition considering its age. That's, again, AFA graded 75. Nice in that container it will stay, and you'll notice that I have some Darth Vaders out of containers and some in containers. I don't know, I'm terribly picky. I think as time goes on, I may do my best to keep more of the Vaders inside of containers. I've got LED strips beaming light up onto the ceiling, which you've seen for a number of years. There's the center channel speaker. A couple of Darth Vader cups, co-promotional cups. Darth Vader Transformer, one of them. We also have the Darth Vader nesting dolls. This more Darth Vader's home office than I think it is mine. So I don't want to dive in too deeply with all the specific Darth Vaders, each individual Darth Vader, but just thought I'd tell you. I've begun building up in terms of the collection that I have, specifically those within, or Vaders within packages, because I have nowhere else to go. I have no shelf space. So that's another thing that I decided to do over the past year. When I started collecting Darth Vader stuff, it all started with this guy right there, well, right in the middle of the frame right now. That is another original Kenner, obviously outside of package, but in rather good condition. I would say excellent condition, but certainly nowhere near the value of what I have inside the package. The one I showed you, the AFA graded 75. A lot of these, in fact, I think each one of these is a different Vader, modeled differently than its brethren from different sets or collections over the years, and this is usually where the individual Vader figures go. And I started collecting Star Wars figures eons ago, and of course stopped at some point when I just wasn't interested or as interested, and my interest exploded, I guess, over the past few years. This is probably, right here, one of my favorite Vader shelves, if only because you have no idea just how many Vader forms are out there with Vader's everywhere, right? Especially in the home office. But this shelf is just an eclectic collection of Vaders of all shapes and sizes. I could probably do just a dedicated video on this shelf alone. But everything you see there, including the fan art in the background, is Darth Vader. Down here, I decided to create an ego shelf because over the years I've had my face and logo put on different things, and people have created things for me, which is rather nice. There's the I guess image that Chris Miller painted. I was turned into an action figure at some point. Dave Prowse wrote my name on the envelope in which he sent something. So there's the collection for the most part, other than the Darth Vader Mickey Mouse ears, which another gift from a fan. That's pretty much where I'm putting all my ego stuff. So if you have any fan art that you've ever created for me, it may end up here, especially if it's a three-dimensional object. By the way, when I was talking about this before, this stand, or what may be going here, apart from more Vaders, I'm not really thinking about keeping the printer in the home office anymore. If I do, it may be smaller, but I never use a scanner anymore. I just use an app. On the smartphone. So there's the Darth Vader pet bed, and Pixie makes use of this very frequently. Yes, I'm wearing Darth Vader slippers right now, house shoes. Ran out of shelf space, so this gigantic Darth Vader transformer went down there. I received this as a gift from my parents, a boxed set, and we'll go back here on this little stand, which originally, there's a light in there, but I didn't really use the light all that much. And it was perfect because I had plenty of space back here for at least more shelf space for things. And I've had this light, you might know, for years. Another comic pack, Darth Vader LED, Darth Vader Viewmaster stuff. If I get any cards or any kind of other memorabilia like that might be flat, it would possibly end up there. All my Darth Vader collector's coins, including the first Darth Vader collector coin right there in the middle of the frame right now. That's where they happen to be. So I know this isn't even all of them that are out there, but certainly some of them. This is a gold coin over here, and that is just a gold card. Darth Vader dog tag, and one Darth Vader pin, and the reason why it's here, and I'll show you in a bit, because the other ones are in front of the TV. Darth Vader Christmas ornament down there, the Darth Vader Target Special, that's a die cast, and then this is actually kind of interesting. It's a Darth Vader toothbrush from Japan. I know. Here's the thing. All my gadgets are gone. Sorry. This may disappoint a lot of people, but here's what I was thinking. When I was doing a lot of webcam recording, what was behind me was very important to me, and I thought, well, why am I showing things that I just don't care about? This is most of that. What was there was kind of junk. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to build it out a bit and make them things that I actually loved and appreciated. There's the famous 31-inch Darth Vader, very popular, holding on to other memorabilia. Making our way over here, although I will have to, before I forget, okay, I should go over here. So there is this current stack of smartphones that I have at a moment's reach when I'm doing a video right there. I can reach over, generally feel for the device I want, pull it out, show it in a video, especially during an AMA. This next shelf has a variety of unused Darth Vader socks. Yeah, there's a few of those too. Nothing in the shelves below, and these are kind of makeshift shelves. When I was going around and cleaning up the shelves over here, these were in the shelves because I had no other place for them, and I realized, well, I can kind of reuse them here, and so I did, and they work quite well. And so now moving on, got a little stool here, chair. Darth Vader Santa Claus, another Darth Vader Santa Claus. This one's more of a lawn ornament. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to put the LEDs in your light, or in your eyes. Duh, in your light. He's got Darth Vader. This is comedy, man. There's a collector's case, a couple of stools which can be moved around, and there's storage inside those stools. This is, by the way, the original Kenner collector's case that a friend, Roberto, had found at I guess it was kind of like an antique store. 3 monitors, which could be connected to a computer that currently does not exist down there. I haven't decided what I'm wanting to put down there, if anything. So this is a computer workstation kind of waiting to be built out. And I may very well go, since this desk is the same desk as that desk, I may go and get the hutch for this desk so that I can build up and have more shelf space. Yeah, right here. This painting, however, for the time being, I don't know if I really want to illuminate it. Yeah, there we go. This is a Justin Hillgrove original, the first Justin Hillgrove that I saw that made me kind of fall in love with the artist. And so it hangs here in the office. There's the Muppet Me with the Back to the Future 2 cap, which some people love, some people hate. 3 autographed Darth Vader cards in little frames. It's a Justin Hillgrove Darth Vader there. Although I'm not thrilled with the position because the lighting over here isn't perfect, it's the best I can do at this time. That is, in translation, as I've been told, Darth Vader, Star Wars, and then the artist's name. It's kind of neat. Darth Vader apron, another mask, and a cap. I've got the Fantasine clock on top of the arcade. I just cut out a black piece of cardboard to cover up that top area, and I kind of like how that looks. I've been playing Millipede lately. All the top scores right there. That's me, Kit, my old nickname. I've got a Darth Vader mat there now, which I think does quite well. More storage space, usually for extra AV equipment that I might have. A little caddy here where I charge my the camera that I'm using now, the vlog camera, pretty much every day. Room monitor, eyebrow comb or brush, a blessed palm, a meteorite, and a hand of Hamsa. This is an LP with Darth Vader on one side and I believe 3PO and R2 on the other from Star Wars. And that's quite nice. I haven't figured out how I'm going to protect it yet. My wallet usually sits there. This is like I guess bead art. I don't know, we'd call it like pixel art. And the artist on Etsy will actually customize it and put your name down there, and then Darth Vader stands on that. I have no other place for it at this point other than on this stool with a couple of Vader lightsabers. There's a Mr. Potato Head down there. This art, also from Etsy, original. You can see it's 3D. Really cool. Again, I just stumbled upon it, and I'm like, wow, that is so amazing. If I have a chance, by the way, this one here, that's a print. That's an original. That, of course, is an original. And this one is also original. I prefer to get originals if and when I can. Behind this door, behind door number 1, hang on, I have, sorry David, I just haven't hung your Vader yet. I've run out of wall space. It's a bit big, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. This is another thing that I just decided. I'm like, I have this Jabba with Ula and Salacious Crumb. I need to build Jabba's entertainment set. And I've added a couple of other figures since then, including Boosh and Lando Calrissian, Boba Fett most recently. And I'm very grateful that a few people out there sent me a couple of these figures, but for the most part, I just purchased them. They're relatively affordable, and now I have Jabba's entertainment shelf. On this next shelf, as I creak down, we have one of the first Darth Vader autographed photos I received. It's right there. I've never met Dave in person. Someone else got that autographed and sent it. There's a Darth Vader. I keep saying Darth Vader. I'm so sorry. Can't help it. Darth Vader back there. But oh look, it's not a Darth Vader. It's a AT-AT driver, AFA graded 80. And the reason why I have this one is because the very first Star Wars figure I ever purchased was the AT-AT driver, right when The Empire Strikes Back had just come out, and that was it. And I'll show you, I actually still have that one over on the other side of the home office. But this is why. This is a kind of another one of those crown jewels for me. First figure I ever had for 99 cents. This one cost me a bit more than that, though, recently. Down here on this shelf, a collection of 3 different strings of lights, of course, Darth Vader themed, and one is battery operated, the one that, here, hang on, give me a second as I blind myself. It's a little switch on here somewhere. Fun, huh? Okay, Darth, I think you can stop breathing. Oh, you did. Great. 3 strings of lights down here, including this one, which is battery operated. Underneath, it's an unopened box of that battery operated Darth Vader set of lights, or string of lights. Darth Vader candy holder with a lightsaber. It's the best place I can find it. Oh, 2 kind of empty shelves. There's a whiteboard back there for now. It may get hung up at some point when I can find wall space. Evolution. Another figure in package. There are my glasses from iTeek. Another collection here that started and pretty much wrapped up this year that I know of. Every one of the Ewok figures from Kenner throughout the years, including Teak in the background. This is the Ewok shelf. When I get a colorful Vader something, obviously not Black Vader, it will probably end up here on this shelf. Some collector coins in the back, including a nice collector's case. This is an interesting little shelf too, but remember I was saying that I'm trying to surround myself with things that I find of value, things that I love, things that I appreciate, things that just make me want to be here. And this shelf is coming together. 3 Lego kits of nostalgic computing and gaming, including the Atari 2600, recent acquisition, Commodore 64, my first PC, and then an Apple II, which I never had. I never had a classic Apple computer. Actually, I'm sorry, did I say Apple II? I meant a classic, a Mac Classic. And I never had one, but I remember loving it in college, and it was kind of fun. So behind them, you will see 3 autographed CDs, 2 of them personalized, and a third one rather unique in its own right. So we have Weird Al Yankovic on the left, Moxie Fruvis in the middle, and They Might Be Giants on the right. My name is actually in the Nanobots They Might Be Giants album because I'm a member of the Super Presidents of the United States, or whatever they call their fan club. I joined it right away, absolutely. They're all, if you were to ask me my favorite bands, those 3 easily. So I'm very, very happy to have met all of them in person and, have their autograph as well. Oh, look, surprise, surprise. Some more valuable Vaders, at least in my opinion, including a custom Justin Hillgrove one right there. One of a kind, also there. It's Darth Lundberg. You know that I'm a fan of nutcrackers. This one is a Steinbach Nutcracker Vader. There's also a Kurt Adler that I have on another shelf. There's the Build-A-Bear Vader, which I've had for a number of years with a cute little lightsaber. Oh yeah, forgot. Here, let me point the light away. Here I am. This is what I'm looking like today. And that's the mirror, the only mirror that I have. It's not very big, because I don't need a big mirror. As I scratch my nose. This was signed when I did not really collect Darth Vader stuff, but someone had given it to me as a gift to Chris the Gnome. Dave Prowse is Darth Vader, and so I framed the napkin. I don't know, it was just one of those things that was like, okay, what am I ever going to do with this? And I remembered that I had it in the closet, so I pulled it out and framed it. Another Darth Vader case with a soap pump in front of it, standing atop a Lego storage brick, which was one of the Pirillo picks. A Darth Vader chew toy, a pet chew toy. Down there. God, I'm getting too old for this. A lot of things in boxes here, in containers. Mighty Beans, that's a full set, at least when they were releasing them. A projection clock, some Christmas ornaments, recent acquisitions. Back here, we've got, let's see here, Mighty Mugs. I don't want to make it too bright there. In the back, Santa Vader. Also, a Vader, it's a chill pack, so it's for sandwiches, sitting atop an ornament. There's the Easter Bunny, Darth Vader. Sorry, guys, the light's not perfect, but sitting on top of a tin. A couple of different Mighty Mug Vaders, and a wind-up Darth Vader as well. Fun stuff. Very dusty, yes. This is the red shelf. I wonder why. Red and gold, including this little brick here from a Legoland launch, and I believe that was in Germany. Yeah, Deutschland. A Darth Vader cup magnet, some keychains, another tiny snow globe patch, various fun things, including that little yo-yo that's a lightsaber. But pretty much all the red things that I get might go here on the shelf. I don't know. I'm a big fan of keeping things together as cleanly as I can. Some 8-bit sunglasses. Oh, look at that! It's a droid! The droid that everybody might be looking for, including that little droid back there, which I believe David Banther had sent. It was a Build-A-Droid from one of the Disney theme parks. Right here on this shelf, you would be familiar with, somewhat. Darth Vader Stewie bobblehead still in box. Some yo-yo stuff, custom Vader. I'm big into the fan art stuff. Kind of fun. Yeah, oh wow, look at that. It's Batman, the pocket knife that it was a Pirillo pick, the GoPro. This camera is not exactly in retirement. This is the camera that ran the live stream. And I say ran because it's on the Mac Mini that's on that shelf, and I'll get to that in a bit. Currently, the live stream's down, but I'm thinking about how to kind of bring it back by way of an Android mobile app when a new update is released at some point in the near future. So stay tuned. Live.pirillo.com is not dead yet. This is the Tetris shelf. I happen to be a fan. If you asked me one of my favorite video games, Tetris would be probably it. And there's a lot of Tetris memorabilia out there. So it's not going to be incredibly full, and I'm thinking about combining this shelf with another shelf, and I'll get to that in a bit. On the top, since again I'm running out of space everywhere else in my home office, we have some Vinylmation Vader from Disney, of course, Mickey Mouse, and then Goofy, and there's another Goofy back there behind Gonzo and the M&M. Bobbleheads will sit atop here usually because the laundry, if you've ever heard the laundry going on the other side of the wall, rattles the do-do-do-do-do, and so the bobbleheads shake, and so I get some use out of them. Chubby, which I just received as a Christmas gift. A couple of giant Darth Vader Pez dispensers. Right there, one is black and the other one is silver. This is a 10-card collection of, I guess, trading cards were released during Revenge of the Sith, but put them in a nice frame, and I think they do this area quite nicely. I'm thinking about, and I don't know how well this is going to work, I may get another piece of art and put it here, or I'm thinking about installing one of those shelves that just pop out from the wall so that I can put more things here behind the TV, which is not likely to change anytime soon. Here's another area, which is radically changed. I don't know if I need the light here. Over the past year, I had Stormtroopers lined up last year, but there's the prototype Boba Fett, by the way. I know I want to kind of keep this moving along, but Stormtrooper stuff, and I don't really collect it, but might end up here. You see a lot of these pins are available from Disney, and I don't know if I have all of them, but these are largely pins from Disney, collector pins. All of them have Darth Vader on them, however, and this is where they ended up. You probably noticed there's a different kind of trooper in front, and in the back there's my very first Star Wars figure from eons ago. He's sitting right there. Now, let me back up here. I'm going to sit on this storage container, which now contains all the, in case I forget, all the bricks that I have that aren't in any sets, all the Lego bricks. And a couple little Lego storage containers right there as well. Hang on, let me turn this down, or turning it up, turn it off for a second. This is my view here, sitting on this bench. A little DVR unit. Right now, I have this set sitting here, but that may very well move at some point. I'm not happy with its position because I want to look at things as I'm staring out. This is something that I'm going to see frequently. That's not necessarily something that I would enjoy seeing every time I looked out. It's just space that I needed to find a place for it. In here, I've got gaming controllers, or at least used to. Yep, gaming controllers. Here, various AV cables, all organized thanks to, in large part to my mom. Other AV cables and miscellaneous cables in these drawers. Now, down here, I guess we got to turn the LED on again. More Vader stuff, some bigger things, including another potato head. And a chubby. This is the Jack Skellington shelf, and I had those masks for quite some time and didn't realize it, but I pulled them out, and I may end up filling this shelf out with Jack Skellington stuff, which I had a Jack Skellington collection years ago before YouTube existed, and many of the valuable ones broke in the move, so I just stopped collecting them altogether. It was kind of disappointing, but this shelf may very well merge with the Tetris shelf at some point if I do run out of space. Back here, more Darth Vader stuff. Go figure. This sticker book was another gift, came by way of me. Tommy Fenton sent it, and that was quite nice. A puzzle in the back. There's the Kurt Adler Darth Vader Nutcracker. There's a money. This is a custom paint job, a Darth Vader money. M-U-N-N-Y. It's a big deal. A Angry Birds Darth Vader case. Oh, yeah. There's an Angry Bird back there. That's a huge one. Sitting on top of my travel case. Up here, we have the Mac Mini sitting on top of a white Darth Vader custom and a Duplo Legoland Star Wars Days brick. Not exactly a snow globe, but certainly there for Christmas. It's probably going to stay out. There's a Minecraft block back there. A robot nesting doll. My favorite Doctor Who sonic screwdriver. Could I call him 10th Doctor? Okay. Tenant's Doctor. There's Ashley, or the girl who played Ahsoka Tano, her autograph. There's a stamp from Return of the Jedi. There's a snow globe, and I believe they both sang "Let It Snow, Let It Snow." Vader's Little Princess and Darth Vader and Son. Fun little books. Some fun rave sunglasses. I think that was in Pirillo Picks as well. This shelf is coming along quite nicely. There are a couple of pieces in here that I was surprised even existed, like Darth Vader on a motorcycle. You will find all 3 of my Darth Vader toothbrushes here in packages. Did you know? Yes, they exist. This hologram watch in the front came to me courtesy of another viewer. That was quite nice of him to send it along. A couple of bottle openers. And then on top, a lot of, not all of the Christmas ornaments that I have with Darth Vader, but a lot of them up here on this shelf. There we go. I guess I could probably stop narrating for a moment. You guys can take it all in. Oh, a couple more bobbleheads. And then back there, you can see a $10 million bill that a clock is holding on to, or a Vader clock is holding on to, next to the Fun Suds foam soap. That's because at some point in the future, that's how much I'm going to make. It keeps me grounded, if you will, as I'm sitting over here doing work or whatever, and I look over and see that. Even though it's not exactly in my face, it's still there, and it reminds me that's what I'm driving toward. Not really much going on up there right now. This I put in a few months ago. It's a remote-controlled lightsaber, but it'll turn on here and make the lightsaber sound. It was there, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? But if I were to do it again, I would probably have put it up there at the top. I likely will be filling out this space over here with art in the coming months. And, of course, most of that will be featured in the vlog. Oh, the closet. Not much has changed. I got my iGear geek vest back there. I've got an Xbox 360 Elite still in the box. I just never got around to putting it together. I probably could. It may be worth something. My collection of non-sports cards up here. Bad poetry that I wrote in college. All my Garbage Pail Kids. Some Star Wars signed photos. Gnome Decks memorabilia right up there. My Computer Basics VHS tape that I did with Kate Botello back at Tech TV. The only copies of the book that I wrote way back when, and I think some photos of me. Various tools over here. The closet probably looks very similar as it did last year. A lot of hard drives. I have no idea what's on them. Original Locker Gnome caps, which aren't for sale anymore. Various storage stuffs. In this drawer, we have, it would be like cases. This second drawer is batteries and other tools. Third drawer down, I believe, is USB. Next drawer is networking cables, and the bottom drawer is various computer cables. On this side, we have, like I said, a lot of this hasn't changed from years past, sorry. Not really much going on in here. Devices that I haven't opened yet, or down the next one, USB devices that I did open but have no use for anymore. Various CDs in the next bin. The next one down, this is office supplies, and the bottom one is instruction manuals. This is my gaming shelf for now, and some of the stuff may move around as well, but I couldn't really find a better place for it at this point. It's really funny. I know a lot of gamers are in my community, and they're like, "Why I would put that out?" Well, this is my home office. Hello. But this is where they found their way, right here. Fun things that, I'd like to have, but don't necessarily need to look at every day. There's a Mac shelf there in the middle. And right here, various Locker Gnome mouse pads and some other USB devices that I may want to grab at a moment's notice. Other older devices that I definitely want to hold on to. And then the bottom doesn't really know what it wants to be, other than having a couple of bins that I may use at some point. Fire extinguisher tripod on that side as I close the closet, or at least attempt to. Back here, I don't know if I really want to illuminate. There's the Mac Pro, which may no longer exist a year from now. It's definitely dying, which is fine. I mean, it's been around 6 years. That's been with me 6 years. A mess of cables, which I know I should probably clean up, and maybe the eliminating the Mac Pro will be the impetus to straighten things out. There are all the other cords and cables for the various lights attached to the hutch and what have you. Networking stuff, blah 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 blah. And then another 31-inch Vader. This one was different in the sense that you could touch a button on his chest, as opposed to that Vader over there. There's no buttons to press. This one's different. It also had a removable hand. I put a Mickey Mouse Darth Vader hat on him, and he's holding onto a couple of stockings as well. And this is the best place I found for him, and I kind of like him there as well. So I think that's kind of it. I didn't show you this. It's not plugged in. Oh, as I trip over the damn Lego bricks. That is actually a little nightlight, but it's not plugged in right now. I think it was a custom thing. This is a home office that I'm really proud of, as it's come together over the past year. Okay, this is going to drive me nuts. Hang on. If you watch this video next year, I think you will see that there will be some minor changes, certainly. I think mostly around my desk, as I told you, I'm probably getting a new system, and potentially over here. But I'm really, really happy. I've never been happier to come into the home office surrounded with things that just make me happy. And I think that's what it's all about, right? You know, you want a home office that speaks to your personality. If you don't like something, why do you have it there? You know, and I had to really consider that. This has been a radical change, and I feel so much better about being in here and recording in here and just, you know, talking about why I love being in this home office. And it will continue to change, I'm sure, but I really, really like the direction it's going. It's mine. If you want your own, hey, knock yourself out. You know where you can get the desk. Other people have copied the area, but certainly have their own personality to add to it. And, if you guys ever see something that you think is going to work well in my home office, you guys kind of know what I like and the direction I'm going. Certainly, if you know of a unique Darth Vader thing that I don't yet have, don't keep it a secret. My email address is chris@pirillo.com. I'm very, very proud of everything I've done here. If I miss anything, I can clarify it or potentially pick it up in a future Pirillo vlog or next year's home office tour. I forgot the big flashlight down there, right there, just in case power goes out. And it does happen every so often. I likely missed a lot of things. I didn't mean to. But thank you, everybody, for supporting everything that we do, everything that I've done in this channel. Thank you for wanting to see the home office tour and waiting every year very patiently for it to finally come out. Because believe you me, it is hopefully as much fun for you to watch as it was for me to kind of put together, and as much fun as it is for me to be in here every single, not every day of my life, but most days of my life. This is what I do, and this is what I love, and I can't see anything different for me. And so in the coming year, we're likely going to be selling geeky merchandise, including some Star Wars stuff. So be sure to stay tuned to lockernome.com. And I don't know if you guys have visited lately, but you should, absolutely. And thanks again for remembering to comment if you can, especially if you can tell me what your favorite thing was. I only want to see positive stuff, really, because this is all positive for me. I love this stuff. So thanks again for remembering to like, comment. I almost said like. I don't know what a like is, but you can like if you want. That's commenting and liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course, watching even more of our videos right now.